I think the next one up is Kelly Geist from Subaru North America.
Thank you. So Kelly, what you do and how long you've been doing this in the industry?
Okay. My official title is Service Engineering Manager. What that involves is a lot of different activities. One of the things I'm responsible for is special tools and equipment, which includes diagnostic tools, hard tools, and any kind of advanced diagnostics equipment. I've been with Subaru going on 10 years. I've been in the industry about 25 years. Spent time with Toyota, BMW, and now Subaru. So I got a kind of broad spectrum of different parts of the industry. So what I was tasked to do is explain a little bit about what our requirements are for a dealer. And that would be a new dealer going into business or even a buy-sell dealer, what they have to have for tools and equipment. The first section I want to talk about is special tools. The first part of that is diagnostic equipment. The Subaru diagnostic equipment is required. It's one per dealer. It encompasses a CF19 Toughbook laptop, diagnostic interface, wireless color laser printer, wireless access point that allows the technicians to access directly on the notebook service information. Also has a Subaru managed firewall. That way it is a secured network. Nobody can get on the network. It's strictly for those devices. And then last is a customized user interface, and that's actually on the laptop itself. It runs Windows, but it has an interface that is unique to us. It has basically quick links to all the different functions that a technician would use, looking up information about a car, looking up service information. They can even enter an electronic technician report, what we call an EQMR, which is a quality monitoring report. They can do all that from the notebook. I don't have it here on the slide, but the cost for this for a dealer varies based on how they choose to have the equipment. The laptop is a rental program. The interface can either be leased or purchased. And because of that, the fees range monthly from $400 to $500 per dealer. That includes their licensing fees, rental fees, and any maintenance fees. If the unit is still under warranty, they're all covered with a loaner program. Moving on from diagnostics, we'll go into the actual required special toolkit. This is your mechanical tools, bushing tools, drivers, things for working engine suspension, transmissions. Currently, we have approximately 400 tools in the program. That list is reviewed every 5 years to make sure that we have the tools to repair everything that's 5 years old and newer. And because at that point, as it was pointed out earlier in the presentations, that's where it starts to go down. More of the work is taken to the aftermarket shops. And that's why we review the tool list to make sure we're not overburdening the dealers with the number of tools that we have in the program. The current estimated cost in the complete toolkit, this would be a new dealer going in place, is approximately $50,000. That includes all the hard tools and a couple of electronic tools, which I'll cover here in a minute. They are shipped automatically to dealers every year. The additional tools are required for new models, and that approximately 20 tools per model year, depending if we have an all-new model launch or it's just a carryover and then there's not as many tools, depending on what we're launching at any particular time. Some of the required shop equipment that we do require is we have a Subaru-approved on-car brake lathes. We recognize 2 manufacturers' systems currently, the ProCut 9.0 or higher, and then a Hunter OCL 400 or higher. That is required. If a dealer does not have it, they will not get paid for any rotary servicing under warranty. And that is a franchise agreement item. That's why it's in there. The second one we have is a GSP 9700 Hunter tire balancer. This is their advanced diagnostic balancer that has road force variation measurements. And that is required for any dealers that have a 5-year unit in operation higher than 1,000. So it's basically just a judgment of their market area and what the customers that they have for a customer base. And so we calculate that every year, and if a dealer goes above and below that, they either have to add it or they no longer have to have it, but obviously usually they're going to keep it. Midtronics battery tester. This is one of the electronic items I said that's actually included in the toolkit. It's in the special tools, but it's really a piece of electronic test equipment. It's a dedicated battery charger that's developed with Midtronics. It does diagnostics and charging, and then we also provide the dealer with a handheld battery tester. Similar to a lot of other OEMs, it produces warranty test codes, and those are needed for submitting warranty claims on OE batteries. Last, we do have a list of some general shop equipment for each dealer that requires lifts, 10-ton press, things that we feel are appropriate for a dealer to have. Can't give you really good range on that, but it can be anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000 depending on the level of equipment that a dealer chooses to purchase. We do not have a set amount I think Mark had mentioned that we have a problem with dealers not having enough tools, and we have the situation with our dealers right now where they've been in business a long time, all of a sudden volumes are going up, they haven't invested in new equipment or additional copies of equipment, so they have more than one technician could be working on something at a time. Scan tool is a good example, as mentioned earlier. One thing I was asked to also discuss a little bit about future diagnostic tool development. We're currently developing our next generation of diagnostic tool, and there's been a lot of discussions about right to repair and things like that, and it is influencing, I think, everybody's next generation of equipment. Our current device will exceed, well, its lifespan, I guess, will be exceeded in the models on the 2015 model year. So for the 2016 model year, there will be new requirements, and we'll have to have a new tester at that time. So that's our current goal and our target to get a unit out. It'll consist of a new interface box with a multi-channel oscilloscope built in. That's for some more advanced diagnostics that we believe are necessary with some of the new technologies, be it hybrid, direct injection, things like that. Right now, we're also looking at the cloud-based systems versus PC-based. Right now, PC-based is pretty common in the industry. A lot of manufacturers looking at cloud-based, including us. That way, it's more of a subscription-type service, both for the dealers and for the aftermarket, and that's something we're looking into. And if it's possible, that would be in this release. Also, we're looking at wireless communication between the PC and the interface box. In the past, it's always been a USB connection or an Ethernet connection. And as we know, those things wear out, break, and it's not the best for a shop environment. We feel that a unit on the car then can communicate to the laptop would be a better solution. And lastly, the protocol. We are looking at what alternatives are going to be available with the right to repair. It may be the J2534 protocol. There's other ones. I think you mentioned one about earlier. The
ISO 22900?
Yes. That's an option, and we're going to review all those before we decide what exactly is the best for the industry and where it's going.